All right, so what do you think this is? And is this gonna float? You better work. That's brilliant. It's Barry here, hope you're well. These are a load of kitchen gadgets from a website called Shein. S-H-E-I-N, is it Shein? I'm not sure, isn't that French for dog? Basically one of those online mass retailers, generally from Asia. They're actually super budget, a little bit like Wish and Temu and many others, which I've done a couple of videos on as well. If you fancy checking those out, part of a massive playlist, remember this video is. And before commenting down below, please consider that some of these, although very unlikely, could help people with certain disadvantages in the kitchen. Right, first up is this. Now, what do you think these are? Right, these are egg wins, I believe. A couple of years ago, there was this thing, Barry, you've got to get hold of egg wins. Now, this is plastic, it's not silicone, and I think they might have taken the mold of actual egg wins because it's a way of mass boiling eggs in, wow, that is extremely sharp and painful. You basically can boil multiple eggs while they're being cuddled by a penguin, which I suppose makes it look like a penguin. There's only one way to find out. So that's basically an image of what it should roughly look like. Sorry, it's not the most perfectly focused one, but £2.90. So for comparison, here they are on the website there. This is a random website I found, £18. That is a crazy saving. Of course, like I said, the mold on this, that does not feel, that's quite sharp. I could probably cut myself on that if I'm not too careful. But it basically does the same job, mass boiling an egg in one. So just slot in there. If it cracks, that'd be hilarious. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's actually cuddling the egg. Well, you got to admit, now they do look a lot more penguin-y, don't they? They look like some sort of crazy army. Okay, so for reference, I did wash this just off camera a moment ago. I'm wondering, is this gonna float? That is really bizarre. Part of me hopes that it kind of floats a little bit. I'm worried that if that is genuinely like a plastic, that they could melt and we might end up with like melted penguin egg feet. Sounds like a dance move. But anyhow, whilst they're cooking away, we do need eggs just to test another gadget later. Let's move on to chicken. Oh my gosh. All right, so what do you think this is? We have got quite a small metal dish, okay, with some holes in it. It looks like an ashtray, doesn't it? And these metal prongs. Well, folks, this thing, okay, the ashtray and the awkward looking hooks is apparently a chicken roaster, and it can support chickens being roasted up to 4 pounds in weight. Now for me, pounds, I just think of money, but apparently it's around about 1.8 kilos. My chicken is 1.6. So we're pushing it quite close. So this should be able to take quite a lot. I mean, it just looks so flimsy. What you have to do is you actually put these wires in opposite like this. Oh my gosh, that looks so flimsy. Okay. And then you put the other one over the top and again lock that in. Oh, actually, do you know what? With it bitting together like that, that's not too bad. It's quite rigid, I suppose. I'm going to give that a wash and we'll put the chicken on it. I'm still going to maybe... I mean, you do it with a beer can, right? I'll wash this and the next thing you'll see is a chicken going on it. Nice. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. Okay, that sat on there quite well. I'm gonna put it on a tray anyway, because if it falls over in the oven, that is gonna be like catastrophic. But if anything, that's just to give it like a slightly more stable base. There it is. It cost me £2.90, but it's now gone up by 10p to £3. There we go. Just trying to see what the alternative would be. There's one here, literally that, which is probably not even the same thing. Oh my gosh, that is 18 quid. Not even the same, you don't even get a tray with that one. You better work. Alrighty. See, that's quite stable, isn't it? That's pretty cool. All right, we're gonna cook that for 90 minutes, but maybe halfway through we'll rotate it just for curiosity and just seeing if that tray has filled. It might not, you never know. So this water has just come to a boil, and this is just the way I like to hard boil eggs. It goes against like nearly every friend of mine likes to like boil the water, then drop the eggs in. I like to kind of raise the temperature up with the eggs to not shock them. Shock! And I can confirm we've not got any melty penguin feet. We've got some angry penguins in there. And all I'm gonna do is leave them in there covered for about 15 minutes, and that should just hard boil them. It's just different to using the Elvis egg timer, I know. For this next one, we're going somewhere else to look at this. All right, I've no idea what this is going to look like because the lights are still a little bit bodged, but this is nearly ready. This is my studio. Right, Boston? Where are you, mate? You right down there? Good. So here we go. Check this one out. Oh, hello. It's a little bit bodged in here still, but you know what? I just thought I want to just do a scene out here with you guys. So this thing, what do you think that is? What could that be? It's very flimsy, but that is basically a blade here. And if you can see anyway, I have got some sweet corn. Now, as I use the internet out here, which is actually faster than the one in my house, don't tell the girls, all right? For £1.35, a stainless steel corn peeler stripper for £1.35. I mean, I'm not even gonna look for an alternative. See that image there? That gives you an idea of what it's supposed to do. So I've got some sweet corn here, along with a very confused pug. He's like, where the heck am I? Effectively, we're gonna shave sweet corn. So here we go. I think, yeah, it's got the curvature here to get around like the husk. There we go. Oh, look, it's taking a row with it. Is that gonna fall out? Oh, that's amazing. Did you see that? Look how smooth that is. That is incredible, very sharp. I really wish I had my anti-cut glove in here, or my uncle cut glove. That gets right under it, and if I'm careful, that is an amazing prank to play on someone. You can be like, oh, could you pass the sweet corn? And then be like, I'm here. It just slides off. That's amazing. Look at that. I'm so sorry about the light in here. There's all different temperatures and stuff going on. Oh my gosh. But it is really getting right down. That's incredible. Right. Thought I'd do a little cameo out here. It's nearly there. Of course, I'm still using my normal kitchen, but I'm not coming out here until I'm absolutely happy with the lights. But I just wanted to show you. I've just walked into an absolute waft of chicken. So I know that was a bit bodged. So many of you are asking about it, and I just wanted to just show you where we're at with it. In the very short term, I'll be focused on doing live streams and short form content out there. And of course, I'll still be filming in here, but I don't want to really do videos out there until I know that it's looking the way I want it to. And as you can see, it's not quite there, but very nearly. So these should be done, and that is some very hot, angry water. Let's just put that up there so you can see it a bit better. Will it go in? Oh, they're nearly there. I need to top it up. Look at that. I love how water makes everything look massive. This could so easily be turned into bat eggs. Like, if you own the license into Batman, you need to do that. Oh, that's come off really nicely. In fact, I'm just going to rip into it. Oh, there we go. A nice boiled egg. I'm going to save that, but we are going to need another one for this gadget. Because yes, this, folks, is actually in a box as well. How cool is that? It's amazing to come in a box and not just clear packaging. Is a luncheon meat slicer. Now, the only time I've seen something like this before is normally for a boiled egg, which of course we'll try it for, but of course this is luncheon meat. This is very on brand, and in fact there's a video coming up after this one where you might see spam again in a very different setting. But yes, this is it. It's literally the same either side, but there's this image down there of this massive wedge of luncheon meat getting trimmed. So let's see if this works. It looks like a massive mouse trap. Look at that. And we know that these wires are delicate. They can just about cut some things, maybe some softened butter as well, but I feel like we need to stay true to luncheon meat and eggs. Let's do the egg first, actually. One thing to say, Boston loves the studio. Look, he's actually pining for it right now. He's just like looking at it going, oh, oh, new smells. Oh my gosh, I've seen way too much of this stuff recently. So we'll take an egg. In fact, we might be able to do a couple at once. Let's try and do that, why not? Here we go. Ooh, right through there. Oh wow. Okay, so now this is where I'm really intrigued to see if this works. Oh, that's so slimy. Because it is quite tough spam, isn't it? It's quite resilient. I've never thought to do this, and I never want to do it again, but here we go. Okay, we're there. We're through the main bit, and I'm pushing quite firmly. Come on. I don't think I'll ever have cut spam so neatly in my life. Look at this. It's like having your own spam Lunchon meaty credit card thing. Nice. Like, it worked. So that thing is actually gone up to £3.26 now, was £3.15 for me, which to be fair, even for a jumbo egg slicer is pretty good value. They have ones like this on Wish and Temu as well. There were many others in the same sort of £5 category, so I think this isn't an absolute steal. It's just quite niche. If you're into spam that much, maybe you like things cut nice and evenly and stuff. Not bad. It did the job.
Oh, Stu, you're in my video. What are you doing?
You all right, mate? How you doing?
Yeah. Oh, is this the bit where we talk about potentially bringing back Martians?
That's it. Yeah. Go for it.
Right. Oh, cool. Well, if you didn't know, folks, sorry to disturb one of my videos, but Stuart's got a film called Turn Back that he's currently smashing out the park, crowdfund. They've done a stretch goal to bring back Martians. And if you guys like that, you might want to go check it out right now. You've got about a week or maybe under a week as you see this to back it. So maybe, is this good, Stu? Did I do that?
You did it very well, Barry. I'm going
Cool.
now. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, the camera followed me.
It did. That's amazing. How does your camera do that?
All right, we've got a few other quick fire ones, but before we do, the chicken, it's over halfway. Oh! And there's a little bit of splattering on the mat, but a lot of that fat is in the ashtray. All right, there we go. All of these juices in here, so you can actually start to baste the chicken again with those juices a couple of times as it cooks. Right, for the bargain of 67p, a couple of quick fire ones now. This one, what do you think this could be? Can you see in there? This looks like a bit of plastic. Well, that's because it is. Look, what do you think that is for? Okay. Oh, it's quite rigid actually. Chopstick holders. Okay, so these are chopstick assistants. Are they thicker one end? No, they're not. They're just gonna like go thin all the way up to the top, I guess. Oh yeah, okay. It bites it nicely. I know how some people struggle with chopsticks. That is amazing. Look. You can get chopsticks that have joined together at the top or have a little spring like that. But just imagine, if you don't want to feel too embarrassed in a restaurant, you could just quickly stick those on and then go, yeah, there we go, I'm pretty good at this. 67p. All right, this one, Ricolta Plastica. I think it's things to carry things, okay? Oh, this looks like the thing that I got from the halogen oven. Yeah, here's my halogen oven. Look, that's exactly the same thing. This is for carrying hot things. So that image basically it summarizes exactly what it is. It's carrying some sort of plate, and the other thing just seems to be like clamping your breakfast bowl. It's even got like a locking mechanism with a little spring. Okay, so let's just test a couple of things with this. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, it can't fall out either. That's clever. It's just wide enough. If it wasn't, then you probably won't need one of these, but I'm just checking. Oh, no, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yep, don't do that. My bowl. Ooh, that's good. Do you know what? That could actually come in handy for some people. Once you get it, it's very little movement. I mean, it's going to wobble, of course, but as long as it's wide enough there, there's not much movement. Plus, this has got no food in it. What about a big plate? Oh! Oh my gosh. I actually might use this, whereas this is just more like, almost like scissors. You could just clamp anything. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't know why I would need this, but until I've had it, it's actually, it can take a fair bit of weight as well. Okay, so I was just looking at alternatives, and generally loads of people sell them, sometimes with like these like non-slip gloves. But there is one website that sells that exact set. You see it there? Turquoise colour though. £19.99. Absolute madness, but that is, I think my mum had one of these with her oven years ago. It looks like something that you use to take out like the grill attachment or one of the racks. And it just looks awful, doesn't it? That's the only thing. But that's incredible. That really has impressed me. Look at that thing. That's amazing, isn't it? That is a honey dispenser. When I was over in America recently, I actually saw honey and maple syrup in the same bottle fused together 50-50, and I'm gutted I didn't get it. I'm going to order some. This isn't just a honey dispenser, it's a honey juice dispenser. For £2.60. I love that. Even a child can cope. What a great excuse for something. No drip design. I have never needed a honey dispenser in my life.
But if it's £2, looks a bit like a hand grenade actually. Oh, very plasticky. All right, right. I need to, ugh, that feels terrible. Right, let's wash this a minute. I'll be back. Okay, that will do. Come on. Oh, the bung is doing its job. Can you see? that is saving a massive mess right now. So this thing goes in. So that is locked in there like we showed before. And I just want to see if that's going to move. Yes, it is. But our bung under there, our plug, is stopping it. Right, here we go. Got to take my plug out. And will any residue come out? No. Is it trying to escape? Oh, look, it is. I'm not even doing anything. And there is some coming through. I'll just come up a touch so you can see when I do the lever, okay? Ready? There it is. Oh my gosh, that is flowing out. Lovely. Alrighty, and then plug it. And then it stops there, so I need to push it down and in there. And hopefully, look at that. Doesn't David Beckham have his own honey? I don't think it's needed, but as a dispenser for other things. But it's then where do you put it? I mean, you just go like that, you plug it, and then you've got it there and you just leave it in its holster thing like that. But that'll do. I mean, it's a thing, isn't it? And again, it's worked. That is the key message here. It's all working. That has cooked that fantastically. I mean, there's a little bit of splattering around the tray, but it's nothing too bad. I'm not going to show eating it. I know it's done. We can have it for dinner for the next few nights. But what a really cool thing we can do is wrap it in foil like that, because it's really good to let your meat rest, like we've done with a roast dinner playlist here on the channel. If you've not seen that, I've did a whole roast dinner playlist. So it can rest and collect in that tray right there and leave us with some incredible chicken. What an absolute bargain that was. I thought this is just gonna be a wonky chicken ashtray. And yes, you can just use a beer can or a Sprite can or whatever, but that works. Right, last one. Last up is something that I have actually done a review of before in a very more expensive version, which it should be. Oh my gosh, why does it look like that? Well, it's not advertised as a cherry pitter, but there are some more expensive versions of these that run into like the £20, which look similar-ish, but just have like sort of non-slip grips. But that's exactly what this thing is. Very barbaric looking. It's a cherry, date, or olive pitter, although it's only advertised as a date pitter. Yeah, so this one was actually £4, so a little bit more, but still probably about a quarter of what it would be if you buy it elsewhere. Let's try a date first. Oh, listen. Oh, that's horrible. Listen to this horrible noise. Okay, here we go. Let's push this through. The date is in there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that came out perfect. That is brilliant. Look at that. I'm going to do one more. That just went in there. Absolutely no fuss. Straight through. Oh, wow. It's almost like effortless. It looks barbaric and horrible. Yes, it could do with some non-slip grips or a little press down thing there that just feels a little bit nicer than touching something that feels like metallic toenails, right? But you're left with a wholesome, stoneless date. Cherry in there. Ooh, well, I don't even believe there's a stone in that one now. Oh, there it is. Okay. So now maybe I see why it's manufactured just for dates. Olives, okay. Let's just break the... Oh, no. Oh, there's something there. And that did not want to go... This is horrible. This is actually the worst thing actually out of everything, because now we're trying to make it be something it's not. Right. Okay, I know this comes across as a fail, but as I go back to the dates, let's just remind ourselves that simplicity of what that actually did. Oh my gosh, what a haul this has been. Do you know what? I don't know what my favourite one is. The chicken roaster, the little carrier thing, even the olive date pitter thing there, the spam slicer, the honey dispenser, even Egwin van der Sar. Football joke. What I can say is I love them all, so keep the gadget suggestions coming in, either links you found or specific websites like this. Of course, it is quality over the price that you're getting, really, but they all did the job.